Justice. Dirty Harry's still here. You're in the middle of sample time, in which I recreate, kind of, the songs that sample the original songs. The original song for that last song was Night on Disco Mountain by an unknown artist at this point. I'll probably look it up later, and I'll be kicking myself for the rest of the day. I have found 3 separate samples from Night on Disco Mountain. Well, actually, no. I found 2 separate samples from Night on Disco Mountain, but then there's also a little tiny sample that I'll also throw in as a bonus near the end. That's actually from a Devo song, so we'll do that one at the end. It's really easy. But the first 2 samples are from, well, the first 2 samples that I'll explain to you are both from Night on Disco Mountain. The first sample from Night on Disco Mountain sounds kind of like this. Now, from that little bit of music, Justice went and created about 6.5 seconds for an intro that's a lot more elaborate, but I tried my best, and we'll look at it. But here is the Justice intro. The first thing that I did to the violin sample that I pulled from Night on Disco Mountain was I looped it 3 times, because that's how many times Justice did it, and that sounds like this. The final thing that I did to the Night on Disco Mountain sample was that I messed with the pitch. I believe I made it higher. I can't remember at this point. But listen to this. Once again, here is the Justice song, or the intro to the Justice song. And my quote-unquote remake, it's not very professional now that I listened to it a couple times. But, you know, that's what you get whenever you get production value. Now, that was just the introduction to the Justice song Stress. The bulk of it comes from a little tiny snippet from the intro of Night on Disco Mountain, which is kind of ironic, almost. The Justice song sounds like this. The original sample in a unaltered format sounds like this. The first thing I did was loop it 4 times, and that sounds like this. Then I messed with the pitch of it, which sounded something like this. The final thing that I did to the chorus sample, I guess you could call it, would be to speed it up a little bit so it matches a little bit closer to the Justice song. It sounds like this. Next, I'm going to play you the Justice chorus. And here is my, I guess, in my opinion, poor recreation of it. Alright, so both of those samples that I've showed you so far, those were from Night on Disco Mountain. The final sample that I'll be showing you today is the sirens that kick in about halfway through Stress. They sound a lot like this. The sample that Justice actually used is from the music video of Joko Homo by Devo. At the beginning of the music video, there is a siren that repeats. that sounds like this. And when you loop that one over and over again, sounds like this. Once again, here is the Justice song Stress, or part of it. And the Joko Homo by Devo looped a couple times by me. Alright, that one should sound a lot better than the other two because it's just a lot closer to the other two. I didn't have to edit that one to death. So that's about it. I did all three samples that are, well, major, I guess, in this case, except for the harpsichord. There's a harpsichord at the end of Stress, but I'm fairly certain that that's just them playing around and not actually a sample. If it is a sample, and you know what it is, I guess you can call on the station at 573-341-4272, and if I'm there, you can yell at me about how I don't know anything. If you really want to yell at me about not knowing anything, call anyways. Or if you just want to yell at me, call. If you just want to talk to me, call. I guess that wraps up this section of sample time. I really need to get a new name for that because I don't like that name. And, I don't know. If you have any requests, I'm not going to say any specific names because I'll just curse myself like I did last time. So any requests, shoot them my way. I'll work on them. Not promising anything though, because this is a lot of work, especially since I'm working with some limited materials. But once again, Dirty Harry here for KMNR 89.7 FM, Rolla. Have a nice day.